there guys, Black Panther here and welcome to a video where today we're going to be talking about the crew's latest patch or upcoming patch. It's coming out on the 22nd and I gotta say it's probably one of the best patches yet. I say that about every other patch really, don't I? Because, well, every other patch just adds more than I actually really want. So beginning off at the top of the list is perks can now be bought in the headquarters with both crew credits and bucks, which is awesome. It's more balanced. It means if you don't want to spend money on the in-game credits, you can basically get it by having bucks now, which is what I'm going to do because I've got like 4 million sat doing absolutely nothing. So I'm going to be able to max out finally all of the perks very easily. Wham bam, thank you ma'am, we're all sorted. Next up, you've probably already seen them because I've done videos on them, but the new cars, the Raid pack, is also being added to the game so you can buy it in-game, that sort of stuff. And with that pack comes the Cadillac Escalade 2012, the McLaren F1, and the Volkswagen Touareg NF 2011. Well, you know the bloody cars, I don't need to go into details. But basically the Cadillac comes with every spec, McLaren F1 comes with Perth, and the Volkswagen comes with Dirt and Raid. New faction missions are being added: Treasure Hunt Raid and Jurassic Raid, and Blacklisted, Dirt, Let It Snow, Raid. So they're very raid-oriented races, which is awesome because it is a raid pack. And new faction missions means more missions for me to play, so no complaints whatsoever. And they're all raid and dirt based, which is, you know, it's fitting with the pack, it makes sense. Now for the part that everybody has been waiting for, the 7 new specs that are being added to the game comes with the Chevrolet Camaro RS69 Raid version, which is an awesome car. I didn't expect to get a Raid version, but it's in there and it's going to be awesome. You've also got the Ford Raptor Raid version, which is also, I mentioned it by accident in a video saying that I actually used already, but I hadn't. It was probably a dirt version or something, probably not even in that either, but you get the idea. Nissan Skyline GTR Raid, that's finally here. Hummer H1 Street, and then the Rough 3 400k Circuit, and then the Raptor Circuit, which is awesome because it's the car that I've been praising that I haven't even tried. It's I'm going to see if it's actually any good now. And the Dodge Ram SRT 10 Circuit. Awesome cars. Quite a big change in this recent update is they've actually redesigned the home screen on the crew. When you launch the game and the intro music comes on and there's main menu, it's always been a bit dark and there isn't much going on. Well, now there's actually a redesign of it, and there's a new feature in there as well. It's got a connection tool or connection detection tool, which is kind of cool to say, I'm not gonna lie. So this will basically check your connection and tell you how you can improve your connection, that sort of thing, and tell you, you know, how well it is, basically how good your connection is for when you're playing the crew. Because obviously a lot of people complain about issues of not being able to join their friends, which will be a lot of to do with NAT type. Just like in Call of Duty and stuff, you got to change your NIT to play with other players. It's just how networking works. But this will help you and try and sort those issues or any issues you have out. Something absolutely awesome as well is it's now possible to show and hide name tags and cop car kind of tags in Free Ride via the smartphone. That is awesome because everybody that does like montages and kind of cinematic videos, I've really wanted to do some. It's kind of impossible because you see people's names flying everywhere. So I'm just going to disable the names and turn them off completely because I don't need them whatsoever. I don't care if anyone's next to me. I'll figure out by them driving a nice car. That would be pretty cool, actually. Pretty cool indeed. And another thing I was expecting pretty damn early on, the PvP lobbies have now been merged. So no matter where you join the PvP lobbies, you'll be put into the same ones, which means more players and there's no long waiting. Because I've had a couple of times where I was waiting a while. Recently, it's got a lot better, obviously, with the last update. But this update joins them all together. So it's very, very quick indeed. And it's a shame in a way, like this, it kind of, well, it's not a shame obviously, but it's good that they fixed it, but it also reminds me of how TDU2 died because of something like this. The multiplayer was literally dead because of splitting everybody up, and it could have been a really long-lasting game, just like the crew hopefully will be, but it's good that they've got this one right now. But that really just makes me want to go back to TDU2 for some reason. Track IR is now available with the crew and compatible with the crew. So if you don't know what it is, it's a little motion tracking device. Mainly you get it for PC, it's only on PC, but you get it for simulator games like flight simulators and racing simulators, that sort of thing. It's head tracking. When you move your head, it moves. It's like the Forza thing, but a billion times more accurate. It's really cool. I really wish I could try it, but unfortunately, I don't really want to spend money to get something like that right now, because it's not really massively game changing, is it? And to finish off this video, Sony broke wheel support in the Crew earlier this month with a recent update which kind of added a million cool features but broke something very, very important, which is wheel support. And you had to use PS3 mode. You can now use PS4 mode, which means you can now use the reassigning buttons on the PlayStation as well if you got the PlayStation, which is awesome, meaning you can now change which buttons do what on your wheel, which is awesome. I hope it does that. If not, then I'm going to look like a bit of a prat. Stability for 60 FPS has been improved, so PC versions of players wanting to go 60 FPS, you'll get a much more stable 60 frames a second. General stability improvements and more. I will link the article down below to give you all the extra details I didn't list, because I didn't go over everything. I just went over the things that are really important, mostly important to a lot of people. But there are a lot of improvements to races in PvP and such. If you want to find those out, look down below in the description. Anyway, please give this video a like if you did find any useful information. You're excited for the update. Let me know what your favorite feature of this update is, because there's so many cool features in this update. And hopefully we have many more awesome updates to come in the future. Until next time, guys, this has been Black Panther. Peace.